Hi, welcome. We are live. Whew, such a day. I see the time counting now. Welcome to Blessed Experience, our 10th and final day of 10-day experience that builds up upon one another. So if you found this video by itself, please go to day one as well and watch from the beginning, because they beautifully awaken something within you so you can feel blessed and be a blessing. Now, I went live at 12 p.m. UK time. I press go live. The red button started. And I poured my heart out. I don't know what happened. The channel opened and it was just pure magic. I felt so touched and transformed by what I shared that it's unbelievable. I said goodbye and I wanted to press end live video, and I saw the button was loading and it said your video will start soon, and it was loading for the whole hour that I was speaking, and it did not save. Now apparently someone saw that I was live, so the transmission was live, it just did not record. And I was so in love, so in awe and gratitude, and felt blessed that I was like, wow, I'm going to have another hour with you. I'm going to have another transmission. And I reflected upon it, and my old self would have been so angry with myself that I did not check, I did not wait, I did not whatever. I would be probably upset with Facebook, with whatever. And I realized such a big shift happened, that this challenge, someone could say that it is a challenge, right? It is a problem, an issue. I found gold there immediately, because when I started speaking, I said, today is my birthday and I would not be anywhere else rather than here. And if I was to get upset, then it means what I was saying was a lie. But I was really honestly happy to be there, to be speaking to you, to the field. And even if you were not there live with me, I was speaking to the field of my awareness. And if you are watching it now, the field is transformed, because my consciousness is transformed through that life. And it's not about the words I said, it's about the frequency I've emitted. And that frequency, I truly believe, transformed me on a deep level, because I have felt incredible after. I have touched something within myself that I have not touched before. Therefore, whatever I'm gonna say now, I won't try to engage the mind and remember what I said, because that won't be true in this moment. I believe whoever was meant to hear it was meant to hear it. I was meant to speak it to myself. Then I was meant to speak it. And I really want to open up and notice what's going to come through now, rather than hanging on to the past, to what happened a few hours ago. Can I receive life fresh, moment to moment? And upon further reflections, I realized, and this is a really important piece for our experience, is that we are often attached to our blessings. That hour was so potent, so powerful. It was mind-blowing. I really thought it's going to transform so many people's lives. It did not record, right? And for me, it was an evidence that blessings come and go. Blessings flow through us. And the moment we attach to them is the moment we get lost. Is the moment that we don't feel blessed. We don't feel appreciation and gratitude in our body because we are hanging on to something that was a moment ago, and we are not allowing the life to flow. And through that blessing, now there is another flow, another transmission, another deepening of the teachings, deepening of myself, deepening of this portal, of this experience. What I'm speaking now, it wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have said this if it wasn't for that morning transmission that did not get recorded. Today is day 10, and today we are speaking about you being a blessing. You are a blessing. Yesterday, just to recap quickly, we spoke about blessed life, how whatever we've been doing from day 1 to 8 has culminated into day 9, into integrating everything, receiving everything, what we've learned, what we've attuned to, what we've touched on, into more alive experience, deeper experience of being blessed. I have watched the recording earlier, just before I went live actually, and I realized there was a piece missing that I'm going to add today in a moment. It did not record. There was probably like a minute or two of error due to maybe internet or something. And today's live is really important for me because, as I did mention, today is my birthday. But every day we can celebrate ourselves. And when I was contemplating again after our life, birthday, which means day of birth, whenever someone wishes me happy birthday, it doesn't only go into today. It goes, the wishes, the blessings reach the day of my birth and transform me from the moment of the birth up until now. Happy birthday. Happy day of your birth, because you are alive here. Can you feel the potency of that word? And if someone wishes me happy birthday, which I wished myself as well, I did morning practice in front of the mirror, speaking to myself and saying the wishes that I wished to myself and also receiving them, and it was beautiful. It occurred to me today that I can wish you happy birthday. Not because it's your birthday, but because you are alive here. And I want your day of your birth to emanate happiness. So it radiates from that moment into now. So happy birthday. Allow yourself to receive this. Allow yourself to open Open arms, chest, palms, receptive posture. Happy birthday. Every year on my birthday, I used to call my parents for the last few years. Now only my dad, since my mom is no longer here. And today I thanked my dad for being here, for the fact that I'm here, because he gave me life. He was a part of my becoming, my aliveness. And I went on to contemplating what we spoke about during day one, how unique we are, how many chances there are of us being here, being born. And during the morning transmission, I spoke about the fact that I came back with my memory to being born, to the moment of my birth. And I want you to do that with me now. Go back into the moment of your birth and notice that you, by being birthed into this world, you have received life. You have received life. Can you allow yourself to receive it even more fully, to acknowledge it? Go to the moment you received your first breath. And then the second, and the third, and the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth. And you've been breathing from that moment, that very moment, up until now. You are alive if you are watching this, with many breaths experienced in your life. And you don't know how many breaths you have left. I don't know how many breaths I have left. We cannot know that. All we know is that we have this breath. And we can make the most of it. We can realize that breathing, being alive, is a blessing in our world, in our life. We can realize that because we are alive, we are blessed already. We are not separate. It seems like we are separate, as we spoke yesterday, but truly, honestly, we are one. And go back to the moment when you received your first nourishment from your mother. For nothing, just because you are alive. You didn't have to deserve it. You didn't have to be a good girl or a good boy. You didn't have to do anything special. You didn't have to smile, perform. You received because you knew you are born and you can receive life, you can receive nourishment, you can receive air. Go to the moment you received your first touch, human to human contact, from your mom, your dad, or whoever touched you, your first hours, first days, your first hugs. You felt, you heard your first heartbeat from another person, putting your head on the chest of your caregivers. You received that easily, effortlessly. Nothing you needed to do. No one you needed to be but yourself. And as today is the portal of my birthday, it brings me into this contemplation on meaning of life, contemplation on how am I here? How am I even here? I was born, I received life, I received breath, nourishment, hugs. And now I'm here speaking to you on my 39th birthday. Knowing that the words that I allow myself to flow through me are not really mine. Knowing that what I'm saying can transform someone's life, can make someone realize something about themselves, can make you a person that is deeply in touch with yourself, that is attuned to your truth, your authenticity, your aliveness, to being blessed. I truly feel blessed through this experience. And I feel so blessed that I can claim that I am also a blessing to this world. And if you ask me a few years ago, maybe even this year, I probably wouldn't be able to say this. I wouldn't be able to say this out loud in front of the camera. Yes, maybe I thought that sometimes. But to claim that I am a blessing to this world, my ego straight away would come and say, who are you to say that? Who are you? You have no right. Yet, I feel like this experience has transformed me. And I feel that I can say that. Before we go deeper, let's ground together. Please close your eyes. Take an inhale with me. Hold. And on the exhale, say internally, I am here. And can you notice that the words I am here have new meaning? You are not only here, but you are really, truly here. You are here, alive, breathing, continuing to experience life from the moment of your birth up until now, breath by breath, moment by moment, through this body. I want you to take a breath now. Inhale and exhale. And now I want you to receive a breath. And let it go. Again, take a breath. Give a breath. Receive a breath. Release your breath. Can you notice the difference between taking and receiving, and between giving and releasing, or what I call radiating? When we take something, there is action required, there is force, there is control, there is activity going on. When we receive, we are being breathed into. It's passive. It's like absorbing life into ourselves. Notice how you inhale. Do you take your breath, or do you allow it to be breathed into you? Because these are two different things. And notice your relationship with receiving in life. Do you think that receiving is not comfortable because you associate it with taking from someone, therefore creating lack in the world? Not really allowing yourself to receive? It's not that you are not able to, because we are all able to receive. We just haven't been taught this. We haven't been explained the difference. Therefore, we feel guilty to receive because we feel like we are taking. The same with exhale. When we give, for me, what I've realized is that giving is like taking. It requires force, action, control. It's active. And oftentimes people give because they are empty and they think they have to give to feel better about themselves, to be more noble, to be seen, to be valued, to be recognized, to be loved. When we releasing is effortless. And I like to call it radiating. Radiating like the sun. Can you radiate your breath out and your life, your essence, like the sun, passively, without doing anything extra, just being yourself? Focus on the breath and receive and radiate. Receive and radiate. Receive and radiate. Breathe this way for a few more rounds and notice the difference between receiving life in this way rather than taking from life. Releasing yourself in the world rather than stopping yourself or controlling yourself or giving more of yourself, forcing more of yourself out. Notice how you've been breathing so far in your life. Do you hold your breath? Do you control the exhale? Give only a little bit because you don't want to be in lack? Or do you give more than you have and then you gasp for air because you feel empty? Receive and radiate. effortless flow that is done onto you. You are surrendering to life itself. And now add your mantra to this breath, receiving, I am blessed, radiating, I am a blessing. Without changing the breath, without forcing, controlling, allow it to be breathed into you and out from you. Inhaling, I am blessed. Exhaling, I am a blessing. Let go of the mantra. Notice what is happening within you. Notice your own attunement, the shift in frequency, subtle changes in your body. Whenever you're ready, open your eyes. Welcome to continue on what was cut out from yesterday's transmission is exactly about radiating. I mentioned the analogy of a sun, and if I'm leading this experience, we can say that I am the sun. Sun shining, which sun is radiating, right? The energy is within me, is self-generating, and I radiate into the world. And in this analogy, you are a beautiful flower in the garden of my life, and you are receiving my rays. Now, does it mean that the sun only radiates? It doesn't receive? And you only receive, you don't radiate? Not at all. I used to think this way in the past, but when I was contemplating, I was like, if I am feeling the sun rays on my skin consciously, I start to feel grateful. Grateful for the light, the warmth. And if I feel grateful, what happens with this gratitude? Do I hold it for myself? No, gratitude spreads. Gratitude radiates. So upon receiving, we radiate automatically. And the sun receives my gratitude, my love, my appreciation. And the whole world receives my love and appreciation, because if I am in a state of gratitude towards sun, the sun is the anchor. The sun is the activator of gratitude. But does it mean that the gratitude is not felt in my room, in the flowers, plants, trees, people in my house, my neighborhood? If I'm in the state of gratitude for the sun ray showing up on life, on this transmission, does it mean that you don't feel my gratitude? Of course you do. And this is why we've been working for 9 days, realizing that we are blessed, receiving everything. So now we can realize that as we receive, we automatically become a blessing. We automatically start radiating our essence into the world. What I wanted to mention is that if I have a glass and glass is empty, and if this is life, and I think I'm here, life is outside of me, all the blessings are outside of me, how can I give? How can I radiate? What can I radiate? The drops that are there? Now, if I start to receive life, allow life in, make space, and truly receive life, can I share now? Can I radiate the life into the world? Yes, I can, because I'm full. And the moment I share, life can be received. And it's, as I said, this for me, it requires effort to put water into the glass. But when we receive life, as we've been practicing, is effortless. We don't have to do anything. And the moment you radiate your essence, you know that you cannot be in lack, because you are everything. And you start to receive life from left, right, front, back, up and down, from the earth, from the plants, from the stars and sun and moon and all the people around you. And you become everything and everyone. And you know that there is no lack. And if you feel to give something to someone, give without expecting anything in return, you do that. This is another thing that I wanted to speak about. Most of my life, I thought that giving is noble. I've been brought up this way. My parents, school, society, church, my upbringing. Giving makes you noble, makes you a good person. You have to give. Therefore, I was giving. And many times in my life I gave, and it did not make me feel good. And sometimes I even regretted that I gave. I felt worse than before giving. And I was contemplating how is that making me a good person if I'm not even feeling good? Being a good person means I have to feel bad? Like, it didn't make sense. And I'm going to share with you an example of giving money to homeless people. Homeless people always fascinated me, but also triggered. There was a lot of emotions that has been activated, a lot of beliefs. And there were moments I gave because I wanted to be a good person. And I gave money or food just to feel like now I deserve to be called a good person. Maybe I will go to heaven, right? Not realizing what it was at that time. There were moments I was so in luck. I had no money, but I heard that if you give to others, you will be abundantly rewarded. If you give, God will give you back 100-fold. So I was like, yes, let me give my last money so God will reward me. I gave, and I was left with less than nothing. And I was like, doesn't make sense. Where is God? Why is it not rewarding me? Why do I have to suffer even more now? What's going on? And I gave because I expected something in return. I wanted to have a transaction. Transaction is not giving. I wanted to manipulate the world, and I wanted to make sure first that I will receive, I will give, so I will receive. Do you do that sometimes? Because my mind so many times has asked me, what's in it for me? If I do something, if I want to do something, what's in it for me? And sometimes the intentions are pure and were pure, but the moment the mind gets in, it stays on the way. And it's been challenging to even realize that I was entangled into my mind from that purity of intention, from that state of truth, from inspiration. My mind tricked me into giving to get. And it doesn't work this way. Life doesn't work this way. Now, there were other moments that I gave because I saw people were looking, or I wanted people to look, so I was waiting with my money for the right moment, so more people will see that I'm a good person, so people will respect me. And I give money in a way that other people see, she's a good person. This is not the way to give. This is not the way to be a blessing to others. What am I giving? I'm not giving my heart. I'm giving, begging for other people to love me, for other people to approve of me because I don't feel good enough. This is not radiating. This is not feeling blessed. We can only radiate. We can only be a blessing to others when we feel blessed. But when we feel lack, we don't realize the blessings that are surrounding us. There were also other moments where I gave. I lost a thought. When I gave, because I wanted to save poor people, because I wanted to be the savior, and this automatically put them in a victim state. Poor you, let me help you, let me save you. Is it giving from being in a state of blessed? No. Imagine that I'm doing this experience thinking something is wrong with you. Poor you, let me save you and give you this transmission so you feel better. Or if I did it, please see me, please love me, please appreciate me. I'm doing this because I don't feel loved, and I want you to love me so desperately that I'm gonna do a transmission for you, just so you can tell me that you love me, because I don't feel that. Imagine. How would you receive this? How would you receive this if I say, okay, other people are looking, let me go live, so I'm going to pretend that I'm a good person and I'm doing free lives just to be perceived that I'm doing something. This is not what being blessed means. This is not what being a blessing means. This is all performance, manipulation, but it's not. I'm not speaking about manipulation that is conscious. We often do it unconsciously. I never wanted to manipulate everybody in my life, yet I did a lot of times because I was not really connected to myself and I was not aware of what I was doing. And as I've mentioned earlier, my mind used to tell me, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? What's in it for me? And if there is not so much there for me, the voice in my head was like, don't do it. It's not worth it. You have to make sure that this will pay off. You have to make sure that you get something out of it. And this transmission is so important for me that I was doing for these 10 days leading up to my birthday today, because I've never spent my birthday in such a way. Secondly, I never gave so unconditionally, without expecting anything in return. I've never felt so blessed by just doing this, by going live every day and receiving. And I feel like this experience transformed me tremendously. And as I said earlier, I truly feel that I know what it means to radiate. And it's not radiate from the ego, it's radiating from my soul, without attaching to what's going to happen in 1 hour or tomorrow, without asking what's in it for me, without knowing why I'm doing this. I felt inspired. Let's go. If me sitting here, allowing my voice to be used for a deeper understanding of life, if this can help you, one person, I'm so happy. And my birthday is already fulfilled. I've received my gift. Even though I didn't expect any gifts, this is a gift in itself. I radiate and I feel grateful because I feel you on the other side, and I know there is at least one person that the heart will crack open, and perhaps all of you that will watch it, but you are that one person that will not only learn something, that will not only listen, okay, I'm gonna take some notes, she said something smart, this. No, I want you to feel me. I want you to realize that you are so blessed just because you're here, that I feel your heart, that I feel your soul, that now we are co-creating this together. I'm speaking to you, I'm radiating my voice to you, my energy through my eyes. You are receiving this, you are radiating your gratitude towards me. This is priceless. And this experience is enlivening, activating, and heart-opening. We have been speaking yesterday about separation, about you being in this world, in the physical reality. You are here and the world is outside of you, and you are a part of this world. Now, can you allow yourself to realize that simultaneously, one doesn't exclude the other, simultaneously, there is another layer of reality where the world is within you and the world is a part of you. Physically, there is you, your body, and there is something else. Energetically, spiritually, everything else is within you. So I want you to close your eyes now and imagine yourself and feel yourself, firstly, being a part of this world. And secondly, this world being a part of you. You can imagine the whole universe, multiverse, all the star systems, all the space, infinite, vast space is a part of you. A portal to this dimension is in your heart. You are everything, and everything is within you. And at the same time, you are in everything. You are a part of this world. This world is a part of you. You are receiving this world, and the world is receiving you. You are blessed, and you are a blessing. Now I want you to realize that, as I spoke earlier, in this experience, I am the sun. I've received myself and this transmission. And now I'm radiating this onto the world. And you are a beautiful flower that is receiving my rays and radiating your awakening presence, radiating your love and gratitude, radiating the frequency of feeling rich, rich in life, rich in yourself, rich in remembrance of your truth. And simultaneously, you are a part of my world. And at the same time, I am a part of yours. Therefore, you are also the sun. And I am also the flower. And in your world, you are the sun receiving yourself life, radiating your beautiful essence into this world. And all the people around you are flowers, plants, and trees in your garden of life. And all these people receive your essence 24/7, each moment of your living, breathing day. And they radiate gratitude towards you being here. Towards you because you radiate. You don't give yourself from emptiness. You don't give so they like you. You don't give to look good. From this moment on, you give in the form of radiating, because this is who you are. You give because you feel so full of life. You are life itself. You give like the sun gives its rays. And anytime it felt good when I gave to homeless, it felt good because I gave it from the moment. I gave it from my heart without having the time for my mind to get in the way and ask what's in it for me. Is anyone looking? Will anyone say I'm good? Maybe I should share this with someone. I gave because I saw another human being, and it just seemed like this human being is a part of me. I didn't try to save him or her. I just felt like one. I felt like this is the obvious thing to do, like breathing. So I opened my wallet or took the money from my pocket and I gave and I shared. And these were the times when it felt good. And these were the times also where I didn't have to share this with anybody. I didn't have to make sure that someone saw. I didn't have to note down that I am a noble person because I gave this amount of money to this person on this date. No. I felt blessed. I felt abundant. I felt good within myself. And I gave that abundant feeling. And that abundant feeling was received with gratitude therefore I received even more. When we give without expecting anything in return, we gain more than we gave. We receive more than we gave. But the moment we give because we want to receive more than we gave, or that we want to give, is the moment that we're not getting anything, because there is already a transaction in place. So from this moment onwards, can we let go of all these stories? Can we let go of the need to be approved, to be validated, to feel worthy, to feel seen? And can we give because this is who we are? Can we allow ourselves to be a blessing to this world just because we are alive? Receive and radiate. Inside of you there is an infinite well of blessings. Inside of you, because you are everything. There is no inside and outside, but in this analogy, we can imagine that everything is inside of you, and then these blessings that you are receiving, you can share from outside of yourself into the world. Can you receive life into yourself through the pores of your body, through the senses, front, back, left, right, up and down? And can you radiate your essence into the world, front, back, left, right, up and down? Receive the whole universe into yourself. Receive life. Feel oneness. And let it out. Merge with it. Receive and radiate. And imagine that each person in your life has the same awareness. They realize that they are not only blessed, but through receiving, being blessed, they are a blessing to this world. Can you imagine the life where everyone is a blessing to one another? Where everyone lives in gratitude and connection to their heart, receiving all life and radiating this life outwards. Can you receive this world into your awareness, with people near and far living in such a way? And now receive my words. May you be blessed. May you be a blessing. May you realize that you are already blessed. May this frequency activate within you. May you, being a blessing, be effortless like breathing. May you give without expecting anything in return, not from lack, but from abundance, because you are abundance. May you radiate knowing that there is a wellspring full of life within you. May you know that you are here. You've received life. You've received your first breath because you are important to this world. You matter. And the world is awaiting your full awakening, your full expression, your full essence to be brought forward. The world doesn't want you to shy away, to hide your light, to hide your blessings. The world is expecting your blessings to come forth. The world sees you as being a blessing. May you remember that. May you stay awakened to this truth. May you embody this blessed state of being where abundance is greatly available, infinitely available, where your highest timeline is always here within your reach. You are it because you are living in alignment with life, with universal flow, with God. You are not attaching, but allowing yourself to be used, knowing that there is more life coming through, flowing through. The moment you radiate, you make space for more energy to flow through you. You don't create stagnation, you create life, flow. You are like a fountain, generating the water from within, spilling outwards into the world, and then receiving it from the world again and spilling outwards. If the water is stopped at any point, the water stagnates. The water gets dirty, smelly. There is no life. And we don't feel like we want to live because something is off, something is wrong. But the moment we unlock this flow, receiving and radiating, receiving and radiating, receiving and radiating, we bring harmony, we bring alignment within ourselves and within the people around us and within the whole world. And it creates a ripple effect, not only to those that are immediately in your life, but to those that you don't even know. Because your state of being radiates into this world. Your gratitude, your love spreads all around. It may be directed to one person, but it can be felt by many. When you are in love with life or in love with a person, everybody can feel that. And this is who you are. This is your pure essence. You are a blessing to this world. Always remember that. Allow yourself to live as a blessing. Say it out loud with me now. I am a blessing to this world. I am a blessing to this world. I am a blessing to this world. I am blessed and I am a blessing. Receive this. Allow this frequency to anchor within the cells of your body. Allow your body to remember the cellular memory is being activated. And you now know who you are. You have no doubts. And if any doubts come, you simply guide yourself to this remembrance, to this frequency, to the light that is in cells of your body, screaming from the rooftops, I am blessed and I am a blessing. Inhale, exhale. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Move your body, stretch before you open your eyes. Feel this expansion, this new awakened state within you, being a blessing to this world. That is not doing, that is being himself, herself. And that is enough. And holding this frequency, open your beautiful eyes. Before we close, I would like to share with you quotes that I have found, and I think they are profound. One of them I shared in the email, that if you are on my mailing list. God didn't add another day to your life because you needed it. He did it because someone out there needs you. Can you imagine the need that, in my interpretation, is here is not a desperate need. It's a need, like a desire, like a coherence with life. Another quote: don't just count your blessings, be the blessings that other people count on. Another beautiful quote: yes, counting your blessings is important, receiving them and feeling grateful for them. But once we do that, we can be the blessing other people count on. And it's, as I explained, it's not about being a martyr or being a savior. It's about embodying the blessed state of being, so you are a blessing that makes you even more blessed. You don't feel depleted. You don't feel like a giver that gives and doesn't get anything in return. This is a myth. This is a misunderstanding of the words and frequency. I believe when the world learns this, realize this, we will change the entire history. We will radically shift and transform. And one more quote: when one is thankful for the blessings in their life, they are choosing to attract more positivity and abundance. Again, being blessed, being thankful, doesn't only allow us to feel good, it allows us to amplify the goodness that is available here. Amplify the goodness that we've had and allowing the space for more to come. Isn't this a different way of living? Being blessed and being a blessing. You, through this journey, you have been my blessing. And life may have been hard for you. It may have been challenging. And it hasn't been easy for me. And I've shared some of my stories here. But when we both commit to daily practices, to calibration, to remembering of receiving, being blessed, and living from this state, so we automatically become a blessing to this world, we transform our life. And this is what I wish for you, and I wish for myself. And I wish for everybody in this world. May we all be blessed, and may we all be a blessing to this world. I thank you dearly for being here, for your presence, for your beauty, for your love, for your appreciation. This experience wouldn't have been the same if you weren't there on the other side. Thank you, dear one. And if you wanted to stay in touch, you know where to find me. Bye-bye. I'm sending you a virtuous hug. Again, happy birthday to you.